Hey there, folks. Welcome back. Today's story is one wild ride, full of plot twists. First, the prosecutor and mayor threatened him, and now was so rat-like that has the guts to mess with him. He shoved the camera aside and went full on Hulk mode in the bamboo pool. Good thing his buddies and that tree root hit his back. Old Han wondered how Tree Root showed up at the police station. Tree Root responded, saying Old Han's got to grow a backbone. Suddenly, Tree Root started tossing sus. Tree Root, all puffed up from hanging with the mayor, just flashed his cash and gave Old Han a friendly pat on the shoulder like they were best buds before strutting out. So cute, EMAT symbol 368 took pound sign at letter 3 FBAIEESU times O MAT TED and told letter 772 pound sign I grov letter 3 FT 3/4 O stroke micro RD times at times U grov 3/4 O Cyrillic letter 4 EBI 3 acute letter 77 BAS a pound. OSA delta is 0 acute epsilon micro 0 acute as micro allocute C circumflex letter 3B0 Cyrillic letter 4 EB I am out acute a quarter letter 1 BB registered pound sign I am out a half a quarter so A symbol 3 2B degrees O circumflex or X. Micro A add micro pound sign a letter 3 FBI or times a wrinkle A times la or half over out letter 377 FE micro also letter 1 BB registered pound. But things went haywire when the old lady crashed the conference, not going after old Huang like everyone expected. A letter 3 FB ligature pound sign O0 not sign everywhere symbol 363 I am out the circumflex or X. Acute EMAT symbol 360 each pound sign EMAT E circumflex micro area RSO I divide by U growth pound tree root pound pound sign EAAOE times I circumflex over mat Armenian gel I am let Cyrillic letter 4 BB letter 2 GD pound. The tree root reminded the old lady not to mess up in front of all those reporters, it'd be a PR disaster. Noticing the drama, the old lady slipped away quietly. At that moment, Old Huang saw Old Han looking very stressed. Subtitles. Old Han was making an effort to maintain a calm demeanor, pretending as if everything was proceeding effortlessly and without any difficulties. But in reality, he was about as chill as a cat on a hot tin roof. Old Han couldn't shake the feeling like he was in a sitcom rerun where everyone was laughing at him. The sole problem? He didn't get the laugh track. Subtitles, though he stood, just thinking, phew, is this really what they call a drama? Old Huang might have been at the peak of popularity, but Old Han felt like a forgotten extra in the back. Finally, Old Huang spouted some heroic lines like, "I'll fight the powers of evil as a shining beacon of justice." The opposition? Just sitting there like they were on hot coals, watching Old Huang rise like a phoenix. And Old Deng, out of options, passed the pressure to Iron Pillar, forcing him to track down Old Huang in a week or face the music. Meanwhile, Old Huang was like, "What's making you look like you lost your best dog?" Old Han, full of drama, laid out the whole show business card. Everyone should know what's going on. But indeed, Old Huang had a point. If everyone knew, then it wouldn't be a show. Tree Root, meanwhile, was all about sharing the latest gossip like Old Han was the black sheep of their little crew. Just then, Tree Root warned, "Oh snap, the old lady's coming." Old Han reminded Old Huang to keep his distance, since the prosecutor was watching him like a hawk. But Old Huang was all chill, saying he'd heard there were some drama queens flipping scripts everywhere. Old Han attempted to join in, yet was sidelined just like a lost puppy. Once again, he felt like the odd one out, while Old Huang was knee-deep in trouble brewing. Old Huang drew a line in the sand, like a director ready to cut an actor from the script. The elderly woman was eager to engage in a confrontation, but Old Huang simply dismissed her as if she were giving a poor audition performance. Tree Root, confused, drove in like a stunt double, crashing onto the scene, trying to save the day. Old Han exploded, wondering if Tree Root had lost the plot like, what even was going on? Old Huang just shook his head, loving Tree Root's crazy vibes because they were entertaining at least. Old Han, feeling defeated, reported back to Iron Pillar about how old Huang had taken some hits. Old Huang joked about checking the mayor's phone calls like that was going to reveal the next big plot twist. As they set up another scheme, Iron Pillar was like, "Why send you to the lion's den for an open tour?" A group of guys there were packing something, and one shot a glance at Old Han like he was an unwelcome guest. Taking advantage of the chaos, Old Han snatched the guy's gun and threw a pillow fight move. The other men jumped in to rescue the buddy who almost got it, and Old Han played his last card, threatening about the police eyeing them. Without any warning, the individual who had been struck earlier suddenly lunged at Old Han from behind, clutching him as if he were a worn-out old rag doll. This sparked chaos, and soon everything turned into a high-speed chase, like a scene from an action flick. In the end, neither side really got a happy ending, with one poor guy sent flying by a train. Curious, Old Han bent down and inspected the goods. What was it? A truckload of glass. Seriously? Old Huang, watching this from a safe distance, was not amused. His precious $300 billion worth of drugs. Gone. True Root pulled Old Han over to Old Huang because the concept of trust had vanished. Old Huang lit a cigarette, poking Old Han's foot and muttering about loyalty. Seriously, his pet dog had gone rogue. He cursed, figuring he'd better make an example out of Old Han in front of everyone like a cautionary tale. But hey folks, if you enjoyed this ride, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more thrilling antics.